Yeah, it's crazy. There's already been 25 takeovers already from NXT. I've been fortunate enough to attend 6 of them, and now we're on our way to the number 25. Time flies when you're having fun. But let's be honest here. Can we all be honest? This has to be the least hyped takeover that I've ever seen. It really, really is. You think about this too, right? People are still on that high from Double or Nothing last week. That in some way you probably forgot that, oh my god, on June 1st is TakeOver 25. And I guarantee you I am not the only one. I guarantee you that. So a lot of people out there that I guarantee you forgot all about this. And that's fine. That's totally fine. Anyway, this is your NXT TakeOver 25 preview and predictions. As always, it's me, it's Steve. I'm back at it again with a new video. Thank you all for watching, tuning in back into the channel. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, give the video a big old thumbs up, and share this video throughout your entire social media. This is TakeOver 25 going down this Saturday live from the Webster Bank Arena in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Out of all the places they could have done this takeover in Bridgeport, Connecticut. How random is that? To my understanding, Walter might be going to the show. I'm not really sure yet. I was supposed to go, but I had some second thoughts on it and decided not to go. Not because, oh my god, I don't feel like going or anything like that. Just the fact that, you know what? I'm looking at all this and it's like, it's in Connecticut. And nothing against Connecticut. I'm just not trying to go all the way out there and double travel and shit like that. I'm not doing it. Fuck that. I could have drove out there. It's like an hour and a half drive. I could have taken a train. It's like a 2-hour train. I'm like, fuck all this shit. I'm not doing it. It's not worth it. I have no problem watching this show from home. Then again, I was at the last TakeOver. TakeOver New York. Part of WrestleMania weekend. And now here we are with another TakeOver coming up. But anywho, guys, if you're going to the event, let me know in the comment threads or if not on Twitter. If you're looking forward to this show, again, let me know in the comment threads or if not on Twitter. Or if you agree with me, again, this is the least hype takeover and all that, let me know as well. You can check me out on all social media, @HeelSteven. Twitter, Instagram, what many kids now call the Gram, Snapchat, YouTube, everything is @HeelSteven, by the way. If you have not checked out last week's episode of Around the Point, it was my review of AEW's first show ever, Double or Nothing. It's up in the archives of this channel. Go give it a watch. Also, I announced there as well that this coming Sunday on Around the Point, it's the interview. Because I'm starting to do interviews too. I want to get into doing interviews more than anything with Around the Point, with the new format of the show. I'll be interviewing 2 of my very good friends, 2 people that I call brothers. I'll be interviewing Connor, you all may know him as OKFabe, and Matt from In the Rope Show. Matt's returned to YouTube after being gone for 3 years. So it's going to be a 2-part interview. I want to let you guys know about that ahead of time. So part 1 will be the Sunday, and then part 2 will be the Sunday after. So again, so much stuff happening with Around the Point. There's a new logo as well, made by the amazing Salrex, which I'm going to debut this coming Sunday. So there's reasons for you to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to repeat that again. There's many reasons why you should be subbed to this channel right now. All this content happening. Like I said, last week, it was Double or Nothing with AEW. Last Saturday night at the MGM Grand Las Vegas. This Saturday, it's NXT TakeOver 25. This Friday, then the Friday after, you have WWE Super Showdown Saudi Arabia. The sweet Saudi money, the Saudi prince, gonna get what he wants. And then Saturday after that, well, the Saturday after that Friday show, I might be going to House of Glory in New York. It's up in the air right now, but there's just so much shit going on. A lot of wrestling coming your way and a lot of content to do on the channel. So again, dorks, if you're not subbed yet, what the fuck are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button down below. This is TakeOver, the first TakeOver that I can think of in a long time that's not connected to a major WWE weekend. Usually with these takeovers, they'll do them on WrestleMania weekend, Rumble weekend, Survivor Series weekend, SummerSlam weekend, Money in the Bank weekend. Sometimes they do that or not. And this is the first time in a long time that they're doing a solo takeover show. The last one that I can think of was TakeOver The End. I'm looking at this card. 5 matches. They look like a solid card. Don't get me wrong. But again, it's like I said earlier, this is the least hyped takeover that I've seen in a long time. And people have been saying, oh my God, what's WWE going to do? How will WWE respond to AEW's Double or Nothing? People thought, oh, they would respond on Monday or Tuesday, and they didn't do that. Honestly, if you want my honest opinion, if they're going to respond in any way, shape, or form, I think it's going to be with NXT. They're going to use NXT to respond, in my humble opinion. I could be wrong on it. Let me know your thoughts on that. Anyway, let's get on to these predictions. There's 5 matches here on this card. Again, you have the rematch at the end at the main event with Gargano and Adam Cole. But again, this is a solid card. I look forward to seeing it for what it's worth. But again, guys, I welcome your feedback. What I think will kick off the show is going to be the ladder match to crown the new NXT Tag Team Champions. You got to remember the Viking Raiders or War Raiders or the Viking Experience, whatever the fuck you want to call them. The new Berserkers, if you will, don't be surprised, decided to relinquish, if you will. Relinquish is the proper word here. Their NXT Tag Team titles a couple of weeks ago on NXT television. So now they're going to crown new Tag Team Champions in a ladder match. You have Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch versus the Street Profits of Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford versus the Undisputed Era's Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, Red Dragon. And you also have here, joining these guys, the Forgotten Sons of Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler. Now, tonight on TakeOver TV, tonight on NXT television, you had the Forgotten Sons versus Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan, which went to a no contest. Every team in that match that were going to be in the TakeOver match got involved. There was a big brawl. The Undisputed Era got the last laugh. They all had that laugh thing on the end of the show where they're all just chilling by a ladder. It should be a very good match. Ladder matches always tend to be the way to kick off the show, in my opinion. You think about this too. TakeOver New Orleans last year, they kicked things off with the ladder match to crown the first ever North American champion. So I don't see why not kick off the show this Saturday night with this ladder match. Should be a very fun match. I think, though, who should win this, when you look at it, the Forgotten Sons, honestly, they could go a little longer without the tag team titles. I don't see the rush and putting the belts on them right now. Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan, honestly, they've had that run. They've had the opportunity, and they didn't do anything with it. Granted, it was a fun match to take over Chicago 2 versus the Undisputed Era. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? They had it. At the same time, Oni Lorcan is doing his thing also in 205 Live. I think the team that makes a lot of sense right now is the Street Profits. If it's not now, it's never, in my opinion. So with that being said, I'm going to go with the Street Profits to pick up the win and become the new NXT Tag Team Champions. Again, guys, give me your thoughts on that. Give me your feedback. What are your thoughts on that? Who do you see winning the ladder match to crown the new NXT Tag Team Champions? We then have Matt Riddle versus Roderick Strong, the singles match. You guys remember on TV, Roderick Strong was doing this whole thing where, oh my God, him and Adam Cole were going back and forth, arguing. It looked like we were seeing the end of the Undisputed Era. It looked like Roderick Strong was going to be on his own. But then he decided to, again, not leave the Undisputed Era. He ended up taking out, if you will, Matt Riddle. He handed Adam Cole Matt Riddle's flip-flop, or his sandal, or his slides, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And that's been the whole thing. Also, you had Gargano and Riddle try to take out or go at it with the Undisputed Era. This should be a very fun match. This is going to be your work rate match, if you will. This is the type of shit you would have saw in Ring of Honor or on the independent circuit in PWG or at Evolve or something like that. This will probably go a good 10 to 15 minutes. I can see a lot of near falls here, just back and forth. But I think at the same time, there's rumors going around that Matt Riddle will likely be challenging for the NXT title coming up SummerSlam weekend. And if that's the case, you want to have momentum. So in this case, I'm going to go with Matt Riddle. I think Matt Riddle does get the win here. And you have him go on with that momentum to potentially challenge either Adam Cole or Johnny Gargano for the NXT title come TakeOver Toronto or in Canada, where the fuck is going to be at SummerSlam weekend. We then have Shayna Baszler. We have Shayna Baszler defending the NXT Women's Championship versus Io Shirai. Now listen, I think overall Shayna Baszler, good champion, all the fuck you want. But one thing I've noticed about these takeover matches that she's in, and nothing against her, 9 times out of 10 when I'm watching her wrestle at TakeOver, I just don't care. It's there, awesome, yay, great, awesome. But it's like, whatever. Like, her matches seem to be like the lackluster match of the show, in my opinion. Again, I could be wrong on it. You guys may think you guys may disagree with me. That's fine as well. But to me, when I see her wrestle on takeovers, it's like the least like excited match, if you will. It's very lackluster at time. Now, they're not bad or anything. They're just not my cup of teas. And if you watched television, if you watched NXT this week, you had, I guess, Io Shirai with a kendo stick taking out Shayna Baszler, Jasmine Duke, and Maria Shafir. I think that was last week. Last week that happened, where Io Shirai rescued Candice LeRae. And tonight on television, they did this whole thing where Io Shirai was being interviewed by, I want to say, Kathy Kelly. And she talked about how, she doesn't need a kendo stick or anything like that to beat Shayna Baszler. And then you had Candice LeRae telling her that she has her back for saving her. People are saying that, there's a possibility that Candice LeRae can, turn on Io Shirai. I don't see that happening, honestly. I think it should be a fun match, all the fuck you want, to some extent. But I do see Shayna Baszler being #and still the NXT Women's Champion, in my honest opinion. We then get the Velveteen Dream defending the NXT North American Championship versus Tyler Breeze. The returning Tyler Breeze, Prince Pretty. They aired a video promo, a video package, if you will, today on NXT TV, where Velveteen Dream popped out the selfie stick. He put the iPhone on the selfie stick, mimicking an old school Tyler Breeze. And he talked about how Tyler Breeze at one time was this big thing on NXT, Prince Pretty, and all that stuff. And then he went to the main roster and basically didn't do shit. Which is true. And now Tyler Breeze is back on NXT. You gotta believe for Tyler Breeze, him going back to NXT is like a fucking... It's like a big... It's a vacation, basically. Like, he's in fucking heaven right now. He's in heaven. He's been rescued. He's been saved. Holy shit. No longer being in catering and on the main roster. No longer being on main event. Not doing shit. I think at the same time, too, when you think about it, the reason why he's back, because, oh my god, it's the 25th takeover. So you want to bring someone from back in the day to NXT for this special event, quote unquote. And again, what better person, I guess, than Tyler Breeze, right? And it should be a fun match, all the hell you want. This could also be that work rate match, if you will, against two guys that, again, they live up to their characters, right? Honestly, I do not see Tyler Breeze winning the title. Would make zero sense. I'll be shocked if they do. I totally will be shocked. That being said, though, I'm going to go with the Velveteen Dream to be still the North American champion. And let's see after that who he faces going into SummerSlam weekend and shit like that. But again, for Tyler Breeze, I think honestly, it's a short time at NXT. Again, it's the 25th takeover. So let's bring someone from the past, that being Tyler Breeze. Then after this, go back to the main roster and just do whatever. Because essentially, too, this was supposed to be Dijakovic. Donovan Dijakovic, right? But he got injured, so now Tyler Breeze taking the spot. So there's that too. We then get the main event. The main event of the evening. We have Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano. Gargano defending the NXT Championship. The rematch from TakeOver New York. Listen, I was there at the Barclays Center this past April. WrestleMania weekend. And I got to see how awesome that match was. The 2 out of 3 falls match was fucking insane. Right? They had everyone in the palm of their fucking hand. I shit you not. They had everyone in the palm of their fucking hand. Losing their fucking minds. For every single fall. Right? There are people that were cheering for Adam Cole. There's a moment in the match where I wanted to see Adam Cole win. There was. I shit you not. Did it happen? No. We already know how amazing these two guys can be in the ring. We already know what they're capable of. The question is now, what the fuck are these two going to do to outdo what they did at TakeOver New York? Or could they even do that? That's the question. I believe they will. I believe they will. I think it'll be another classic, all the fuck you want. But when it's all said and done, though, at the same time, I think who's going to win this, honestly, is Adam Cole. I think Adam Cole finally gets the belt. I think, honestly, at TakeOver Toronto coming up SummerSlam weekend, you do Adam Cole versus Matt Riddle for the championship. And not for nothing, too, Adam Cole as a champion is great. But Adam Cole as a heel, as champion, bruh, shut up and take my money. Shut up and take my fucking money. Like I said before, people were wondering how would WWE respond to Double or Nothing. Now, I'm not saying that they are with this show, but it's possible that if they were to respond or anything like that, they would do it with NXT, not the main roster yet. But anywho, guys, TakeOver is coming up this Saturday. Again, it totally slipped my mind. It really, really did. Not to be a dick, not to come off like how dare I say that, but it's just reality. It totally slipped my mind, and I guarantee you, I'm not the only one. It should be it looks like it will be a fun show, whether if I'm there or not. But to all my friends that are going to Connecticut for the show, have fun. I'm there in spirit. But I leave it to you guys. Give me your predictions in the comment threads below. Who do you see winning these matches? What match are you looking forward to the most? What match are you looking forward to the most? And all that fun stuff. Let me know in the comment threads, or if not, let me know on the Twitter @HeelSteven. Same goes for the Instagram, for the Snapchat, for the YouTube, which you're on right now. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. A little reminder again, guys, if you've not yet checked out last week's episode of Around the Point, I did my review to AEW's Double or Nothing. It's up in the archives of this channel. Go give it a watch. Give it a listen. It's Around the Point. Speaking of Around the Point, this Sunday, like I said earlier in the beginning of this video, it's going to be up, the 2-part interview that I did with my two brothers. Connor, you all may know him as OKFabe, and the return of Matt from In the Robe Show. That picture was actually the picture we took at the airport in Dallas, Texas, as we were coming back home from WrestleMania weekend. And who knows, maybe the band will get back together soon. Maybe we will be all out, if you will. Never say never, like Matt would say. Never, ever, ever, if you will. And as always, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. As always, y'all, hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, y'all, it's me. It's Steve. It's TakeOver coming up this Saturday. I hope you all enjoy it. Until next time, y'all, I am out like Janet's titties. Peace out, dorks. Yeah, y'all. TakeOver coming up Saturday, y'all. NXT. NXT. Dorks.